Baptist Church. Come experience the Lord for yourself. Come experience the Lord for yourself. FWBC. Come experience the Lord for yourself.
They are carrying some kind of a heavy load. I got to stop right there. Thank you, Dr. Scott. No matter who you meet, everybody is carrying some kind of a heavy load. They may have money in the bank, but there's a heavy load. They may have a nice position with perks and privileges, but they have a heavy load. They may drive a fly ride, but they still have a heavy load. They may wave their hands and shout hallelujah in church on Sunday, but they still have a heavy load. They may have a nice home they go to, but they still have a heavy load. Is there anybody here who can say to their neighbor, you don't know the load I'm carrying. You don't know the hell I'm going through. You don't know the heartbreak that I feel. I'm trying to let you know you can battle before you get to you can get bruised before you get to the battle, and that's enough to distress you. That's enough to depress you. And sometimes there are dark places in us, even as it seems we're in the light all around us. And that's why I had to hop into our text, because our text blows me away by way of Advent season. The Bible lets us know this is a messianic passage where the people of God have been in a place, you read it, of gloom and distress. I'm preaching at this service. I know of your academic sophistication, so I had to do my homework, and etymologically I excavated the word distress, and y'all, it blew me away. In the Hebrew, it literally speaks of being in a tight place where your options are limited and there's no way out. I gotta stop right there, because that's what it means to be in distress. Your options are limited. You don't know what to do. I gotta ask you, what do you do when you don't know what to do and ain't much that you can do? Options are limited and the walls of your world are closing in on you. Who am I talking to who can say, I've been there? I know that kind of distress and depression, and that's who I came to minister to today. And that is somebody that came to church today and the walls of your world are closing in on you. You are distressed and even depressed. Now recognize that there is a clinical depression, and thank God that medicine now has helped us through counseling and appropriate medication to help people who find themselves with that kind of chemical imbalance. And so there's no shame in your game when there's chemically an imbalance going on within you, but there's something called the blues. That's what black folk have been acquainted with in our history. We knew something about the blues. The blues is when life gets you down. The blues is when you wonder, am I going to make it? The blues is when the walls of your world are closing in on you. And that's what's happening in our text. The prophet is speaking to a people who are in a dark space and a dark place. I'm not even done, because it happens, and somebody came to church today. You are hurting internally. Somebody came to church today. You are broken on the inside. Somebody came to church today. You look good outside, but you're shattered in spirit on the inside. If that's you, I got some news for you, and that is I serve a God who sits high but looks low. I serve a God who has a heart fixer and a mind regulator. I serve a God who will raise you when you're down. Is there anybody here who can say that's my testimony? I've been down, but I've seen God turn my situation and me around. I've had some good days. I've had some tears to cry, but when I look around and think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain.
Friendship West Baptist Church. Come experience